It's based on a beautiful, really important book, and it's about a young woman named Lily who confronts the generational cycles in her life and breaks them and ends the circle. And I hope people find it inspiring, and yet also, you know, it's a film about a heavy topic. It's about domestic violence.
A rumor can start from a single whisper, one offhand remark, one confusing social media post, and spiral into a full-blown internet frenzy. Right now, that whirlwind seems to be swirling around two names most people would never expect to clash: Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. When news of a so-called rift first popped up, fans were caught off guard. After all, Justin is known for championing empathy and respect, while Blake radiates warmth and wit wherever she goes. Yet internet forums and fandom discussions kept asking the same question: could there really be tension between them? It sounds improbable, even far-fetched. But once you glance at the social media buzz and see the wave of speculation, it's clear that this rumor has caught hold of people's imaginations. What makes it even more captivating is that many of Hollywood's familiar faces, from acclaimed actors to chart-topping musicians, have come out to speak in Justin's defense. Their collective support is so strong, it leaves observers wondering if the rumor has any merit at all or if it's just another case of headlines spinning out of control. How did it come to this, and why is everyone so intent on setting the record straight? Before we piece everything together, let's remember how quickly the internet can transform a passing conversation into a global narrative. That's why, to truly understand the heart of this mystery, we have to start at the very beginning. Who is Justin Baldoni beneath the spotlight? And how could anyone think he'd be at odds with someone like Blake Lively? In this deep dive, each section reveals another puzzle piece: stories of heartfelt advice, touching gestures, and unwavering loyalty from those who know these two stars best. By the end, you may find your perspective shifted, realizing just how easily a rumor can overshadow the reality of people's lived experiences. But that isn't the only surprising twist in this story. Stick around, because the details behind this alleged dispute, and the volume of Hollywood voices rising to dismiss it, might just change how you view internet chatter. Especially in a realm where the lines between truth and speculation often blur, the testimonies coming out are a powerful reminder that behind every rumor are real human beings, each with their own story to share. Justin Baldoni's name rose to prominence primarily through television. He starred in projects that showcased not just his talent, but also his heart. While it's common for actors to use their platform for good, Justin took his advocacy a step further. In interviews, he'd openly discuss the pressures men face when it comes to masculinity. Instead of resting on a typical Hollywood image.
But I was like just tracking him down, and then I finally got to read the script, and the script was a thriller. So that was a little confusing to me because he's like such a funny director.
Yeah.
And so I said, you know, what is this? Because the script is definitely like a twisting, turning, intense thriller. Is it a comedy or a thriller? And he said, yes. So then every day on set, I was like, is today a comedy or is it a thriller?
It's a good mix
and
of both.
like, yeah, it's like really kind of over the top and campy and trashy and fun and like, you know, kind of like my outfit, I guess.
He became an outspoken figure who championed more nuanced conversations, ones that encourage men to embrace vulnerability and women to be heard without fear of judgment. From keynote speeches at major conferences to heartfelt posts on social media, Justin's message has always remained consistent: empathy can change the world. That worldview turned him into a thought leader, not just another face on the screen. He's created a space for people, regardless of gender, to talk about experiences that usually stay hidden. Compassion, he believes, is the cornerstone of true connection, and that philosophy has guided his work, both on and off set. So how does a man with such a warm, inclusive reputation land in the middle of swirling rumors with Blake Lively? People who know Justin personally find the mere concept baffling. Publicly, he's the last person anyone would suspect of harboring ill will. He invites open dialogue, seeks out challenges to his own perspective, and never hesitates to praise the kindness he sees in others. That alone makes the rumor especially perplexing. Yet in Hollywood, even the most surprising stories can take on a life of their own, whether there's any substance behind them or not. But that wasn't the whole story of Justin's character. Blake Lively's journey to stardom has been just as remarkable, though in a different sphere of Hollywood. Many first saw her in lighter teenage roles, but over time, she evolved into a dynamic actress who could handle comedy, drama, and everything in between. Off-screen, fans gravitated toward her witty social media presence. With her spontaneous humor and carefree banter, often exchanged playfully with her husband, Blake acquired a reputation for being down-to-earth in an industry sometimes criticized for ego trips and facades. Yet that is only part of what defines her. Philanthropic work underscores Blake's dedication to causes that matter. She's advocated for charitable programs, helped raise awareness of issues affecting families, and frequently turned her platform into a way to uplift those without a voice. Like Justin, she's vocal about the idea that you can use fame for meaningful change, not just personal gain. Her combination of comedic flair and compassionate initiatives has won her a loyal following that trusts her to be genuine. Seeing the similarities between Justin and Blake's public images only makes the rumor of a dispute more curious. Each star is admired for authenticity and empathy, leaving fans to ask, if they are so aligned in values, why would they clash at all? Could it be a misunderstanding, a wild exaggeration, or simply a fabrication by people looking for a sensational story? And what happened next made observers question everything. No one can pinpoint exactly where or how the rumors of tension between Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively first surfaced. One popular theory is that an online post took a single comment out of context, fueling speculation that there was bad blood. Another angle suggests that fans misread a small detail, like how one of them phrased a casual reference to a project, and ran with it until it became proof of something more serious. Either way, the rumor caught fire on social media. In certain corners of the internet, small receipts, brief video clips, offhand remarks, or quotes from unnamed insiders began to circulate. None of them offered concrete evidence. Most were fragments, lacking dates, context, or credible sources.
Testing for a show that ended up actually getting picked up and doing very well, and I was one of 2 people maybe, and then I get a call from my managers and my agent, and they were both on the line, which means it's something serious.
Right.
Either you got the job or there's something wrong.
Yeah, no.
And they said, so you were the choice, but the network said that your eyebrows would be too distracting.
What? Oh no.
And then they went like, so what can we do?
But as anyone who spends time online knows, sometimes that's all it takes. People who see the same story repeated enough start to assume it must carry some weight. This chatter didn't remain confined to obscure internet threads. Soon, even mainstream fan sites picked up the notion that maybe, just maybe, Justin and Blake shared a strained dynamic. And once that narrative existed, it was only a matter of time before folks demanded answers. Who would speak out first? Would a co-star comment? Would a mutual friend weigh in? And would Blake herself come forward to dispel the rumor? But even as the speculation grew, something else emerged. A swell of celebrity voices stepping up to share their personal experiences working with or meeting Justin Baldoni. The consistency of their messages hinted that if there was a real conflict, nobody close to Justin seemed to believe it. That contrast, between internet speculation and first-hand testimonials, set the stage for a showdown between rumor and reality. But that clash was nothing compared to the wave of Hollywood endorsements that came pouring in. It's rare to see so many personalities speak up in unison. Typically, Hollywood professionals avoid getting entangled in others' rumored feuds. Yet in this situation, a notable group of influential celebrities felt compelled to back Justin Baldoni, either directly or through subtle hints in interviews. Each of these stars presented a different angle on who Justin really is, and why the rumor of any serious dispute seemed far-fetched. Gina Rodriguez. One of the most vocal supporters was Gina Rodriguez, who co-starred with Justin on a beloved TV series. Known for her honesty and openness, Gina highlighted Justin's unwavering empathy during interviews. She recalled times he boosted morale on set, initiated heartfelt discussions about diversity and inclusion, and consistently asked how he could improve others' work experiences. While Gina never explicitly named Blake Lively or delved into the rumor, she dropped a pointed remark that anyone who truly knows Justin wouldn't doubt his good intentions. To longtime fans, this read like a direct refutation of the entire rumor mill. Lily Collins. Next came Lily Collins, an actress who has built a reputation for addressing real-world issues with nuance. She mentioned a time when Justin helped her navigate a career crossroads. His advice, she said, wasn't the type of generic Hollywood pep talk people often give. Instead, he spent hours listening to her concerns and brainstorming solutions. In a subsequent interview, Lily praised Justin for consistently aiming to unite people rather than tear them apart. She didn't reference anyone else by name, but her comments landed right when the rumor about Justin and Blake was intensifying. The implication was obvious. In Lily's eyes, Justin is about harmony, not drama.
She said, just read it, because I was looking for movies that could be commercial and speak to the human experience. And
Were you reading romance novels?
And I had never read a romance novel.
Never?
And she said, just trust me, read it. So I read it, and by the end of the book, I couldn't even read the text on the page because I was crying so much. My wife was in bed next to me, and she's, I got snot coming out of my nose.
Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes, known for tender lyrics and a gentle approach to fame, also shared a story. He recalled reaching out to Justin for pointers on handling scrutiny in the digital age. Shawn said Justin encouraged him to remain anchored in personal values, ignoring social media noise that thrives on negativity. While Shawn's remarks didn't address Blake or the rumor directly, he suggested that someone so dedicated to spreading positivity likely isn't embroiled in any hostile feud. That subtle commentary spoke volumes, especially to fans who hang on Shawn's every word. Emma Watson. An advocate for equality and humanitarian causes, Emma Watson occasionally collaborates with other celebrities on panel discussions. She and Justin once engaged in a roundtable about reshaping masculinity and promoting empathy. Later, Emma praised Justin's authenticity, calling their event together a highlight. She admired how he managed to amplify the voices of others instead of just pushing his own agenda. When the rumor surfaced, Emma posted a cryptic note about how important it is to see the bigger picture before jumping to conclusions. Observers immediately connected that remark to the swirling whispers about Justin, interpreting it as an indirect defense. Harry Styles. Even Harry Styles, a charismatic singer famed for building inclusive fan communities, hinted at his high regard for Justin. During a backstage Q&A, Harry mentioned Justin's philanthropic zeal, describing him as someone who genuinely listens to everyone in the room. Though he didn't mention Blake Lively or the rumors, Harry's words, calling Justin one of the kindest guys in the industry, resonated deeply. Fans inferred that if Harry Styles, someone known for championing kindness, approves of Justin, then perhaps the rumor of him feuding with Blake is misguided. Mindy Kaling. Mindy Kaling, celebrated for her comedic prowess, contributed an anecdote illustrating Justin's thoughtfulness. She recalled how he brought small, personalized gifts for the crew when he visited her set, emphasizing how rare it is in Hollywood for a guest star to show such genuine appreciation. When a reporter tried to draw her into the rumor about Justin, Mindy's response was simple. The Justin she knows is all about respect, so any story painting him as problematic likely lacks context. It was a calm yet meaningful declaration that further chipped away at the rumor's credibility.
It's believing that people and humanity are inherently good.
I think it's important that we acknowledge that this isn't just Hollywood. This is so much more global, and it's not just, oh, guess what, this is what's happening to women suddenly. This has been happening since the beginning of time, but now people are finally talking about it.
Yora Shahidi. Then there's Yora Shahidi, an activist who encourages dialogue on social issues. She once hosted Justin at a youth summit, where he spoke passionately about empathy and leadership. According to Yora, Justin stayed well beyond his scheduled time to listen to personal stories from the young attendees, offering support and perspective. Shortly after the rumor about him and Blake gained traction, Yora posted about how public chatter can overshadow the genuine efforts people make. Many saw it as a nod to Justin's real-life actions, suggesting that the negativity didn't match the person she'd come to know. Tom Holland. Tom Holland joined the list too. Known for being humble and approachable, Tom recalled crossing paths with Justin in a shared studio environment. He described Justin's approach as refreshingly open, helping younger actors feel included and welcomed. After the rumor burst onto the scene, Tom posted that Justin shows up to make a positive difference, leaving fans to think that Tom was also pushing back against the narrative of any feud. Without naming names, Tom's timing couldn't have been more telling. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is well known for advocating kindness and mental health awareness. In a casual online Q&A, someone asked if she believed the gossip about Justin. She shot down the notion that rumors should be trusted without substantial evidence. Then, she shared a personal anecdote of Justin at a charity function, praising his generosity. She explained that he used that event to connect with younger participants in ways most celebrities don't, focusing on their stories rather than simply mingling with other stars. To many, Selena's stance underscored the sheer contrast between the rumor and the reality. America Ferrera. Lastly, America Ferreira, who worked alongside Justin in a campaign promoting healthy communication among college students, offered her take. She praised Justin's humility, noting that he genuinely learned from the young people involved, rather than positioning himself as the sole authority. When a tabloid cornered her about the rumor, America emphasized looking at a person's track record. If someone consistently treats others with kindness, it's often a better indicator of their true nature than anonymous online claims. That statement resonated with many fans, reinforcing the idea that negative chatter might be baseless. Taken all together, these endorsements form a powerful counter-narrative. They paint Justin as a man who fosters unity, empathy, and understanding, a far cry from the tabloid claims. But even with so many high-profile voices stepping forward, one key person remained silent.
And being frank, if it were not for women giving me direct feedback in my own personal life and being a man who was willing to at least listen to them, there's no chance that I would be having this conversation. So the message, to answer your question, the message is very simple. As men, we need to embrace all of the parts of us that make us human. That's it. It's very simple.
And that silence sparked even more questions. In the midst of this whirlwind, Blake Lively herself has said very little about any rumor involving Justin. Some interpret her silence as a strategic move. Maybe she sees the rumor as too trivial to dignify with a response. Others guess she might be unaware of how quickly the situation escalated online. After all, celebrities deal with countless speculations every day. Some choose to address them head-on, others prefer a quiet approach, hoping the gossip will wither on its own. Yet Blake's reticence leaves room for fans to fill in the blanks. Was there a minor creative disagreement that the public misconstrued as a feud? Could the rumor have originated from a joking comment or playful interaction that people misunderstood? Perhaps it's simply a manufactured storyline. Blake's known for comedic quips about her family and personal life, but that sense of humor can be twisted out of context in the rumor-obsessed corners of the internet. At the same time, Blake's philanthropic endeavors and friendly on-set reputation don't suggest someone prone to harboring grudges. She has built a brand around authenticity and heartfelt causes. Fans are used to seeing her jovial side in interviews, even with celebrities who have entirely different personalities. So the entire notion of a fierce dispute between two seemingly positive figures appears contradictory. And that contradiction only fueled the media's fascination. Behind the spectacle of it all, a broader conversation about celebrity rumors has emerged. In a world driven by clickbait and social media soundbites, stories can inflate quickly. Often, the truth is far more mundane than the sensational narratives that trend online. What stands out in this case is the clash between the negative rumor and the overwhelmingly positive real-life accounts from those who know Justin, alongside Blake's existing reputation as someone not prone to public conflict. Even if there were a kernel of truth, like a minor misunderstanding or a casual disagreement, watching how it mutated into a supposed feud underscores the power of perception. Fans get emotionally invested because they admire these celebrities, so a rumor that two good people might be at odds feels both captivating and disheartening. Yet the real takeaway is often that behind the glitz of Hollywood are human beings with real emotions, real connections, and a real desire to protect their personal lives from incessant speculation. And that leads us to wonder, could Justin and Blake end up collaborating on a project, offering a public moment that puts the rumors to rest once and for all? Many fans hope so. After all, such a move would not just quell the gossip, it would reinforce the idea that kindness can overpower even the most persistent chatter. Until or unless that happens, these testimonies from Justin's circle may be the clearest lens we have into who he truly is. But the final word still remains elusive. After examining the rumor's nebulous beginnings, the flurry of online speculation, and the heartfelt support offered by an impressive lineup of celebrities, one point becomes clear: the gulf between rumor and reality can be enormous. Justin Baldoni, by almost every credible account, is a figure devoted to empathy and uplifting others. Blake Lively, for her part, has consistently displayed warmth and sincerity throughout her career. The notion that these two beacons of positive energy secretly harbor deep-rooted animosity seems increasingly difficult to accept. Yet the absence of definitive statements from either star leaves a trail of open-ended questions. Some fans hold on to the sliver of possibility that something real lies at the root of all this. Others believe the rumor is merely a product of fan curiosity and internet hype. But as the supportive words of Gina Rodriguez, Lily Collins, Shawn Mendes, Emma Watson, Harry Styles, Mindy Kaling, Yora Shahidi, Tom Holland, Selena Gomez, and America Ferrera demonstrate, actions usually speak louder than unfounded claims. A consistent record of compassion and generosity rarely aligns with the drama rumor mill websites eagerly push. For now, both Justin and Blake appear to be moving forward with their respective careers and philanthropic pursuits, seemingly unburdened by the wave of chatter. Perhaps that's the ultimate lesson. While rumors can attract attention, authenticity has a way of speaking for itself. And in the end, the loudest statement often comes not from public denials or heated defenses, but from a life lived in alignment with the values a person proclaims. In the high-speed world of Hollywood, fleeting rumors are inevitable. The real question is whether we, as onlookers, choose to amplify every sensational headline or step back, look at the bigger picture, and remember these celebrities are humans first, complex, flawed, and often just trying to do their best. That might be the most surprising twist of all, realizing that sometimes, there is no feud, no shocking betrayal, only the rumor itself. And in Justin Baldoni's case, the unwavering support from those who know him best suggests the simplest explanation. He's exactly who he appears to be, someone more focused on kindness than conflict.